All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, first of all, to everyone for hopping on with us on a Thursday night. We really appreciate it. We're excited to share our stories with you guys. So you're going to hear from myself, from Bailey, and from Rachel tonight. And all three of our stories are completely different. We're all different ranks. We've been doing this different time periods. And so we're excited to share our stories with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can see. Can you guys see this? Let me know in the chat. Is it full screen? Hold on. Is it full screen? Oh, it is for me. So hopefully it is. Rachel, I can see you. Is it full screen? Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get started then. So this is our Show Me the Money opportunity event. So let's go ahead and kick this off. So here's a couple of facts that you guys may not know about Plexus, okay? We are a debt-free company, and that's my favorite thing. Brett Thomas, Brett, quiet. We are a debt-free company. That's my favorite thing about us because you hear about so many other companies like going under overnight and shutting down and like they're not getting paid anymore. Products are all gone, all the things. Our company is debt-free. We are the original gut health company. So again, you probably see a couple different companies on Instagram and Facebook saying that they've got the original pink drink, so on and so forth. We've been here for 16 years. We are legit the original, the OG gut health company, okay? We kind of started the whole gut brain axis, like the whole movement, I guess you could say, 16 years ago. So we are the OG. We are a referral-based business. So I know a lot of you go to a restaurant, you go to the movies, you go stay at a hotel or vacation, resort, whatever. And if you post about it on social media, you don't make anything off of that. But with Plexus, you share it on social media with your referral link and you actually make money, really good money with it. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Our famous pink drink, I'm drinking another one right now. It's almost gone. It is patented, again, because so many other companies are trying to copy us because they know what we have is good. And so they're trying to mimic it. So we decided to patent it. And so nobody can steal our recipes or anything like that with our pink drinks. You don't have to worry about any parties or inventory, right? As you can see behind me, I have quite a bit of inventory, but that is literally what me and my husband and my two boys use every single month. So we basically use all of the products, but you don't have to do any parties, like Tupperware parties, Mary Kay parties, like all of that kind of stuff. I've done that. I've been there. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to keep inventory. You don't have to deliver products to people. It gets shipped directly to them. All right. So I'm going to share a little bit of my background and my testimony for the opportunity side of Plexus. So like I said, my name is Brittany. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. I've been with the company for 9 years now. Still can't believe it's been 9 years. I am a boy mom. Like I said, I just got back from baseball. My youngest just had his last baseball game of his summer season. And then my oldest is 10. He starts travel soccer literally next Thursday. He was supposed to start today, but we missed it. And I actually worked in corporate America for as long as since I got out of college, basically. I was an executive assistant to a CIO, a chief information officer here in Nashville area at a very large medical company. And so it was a very demanding job, basically on call 24/7. I had to rebook flights in the middle of the night, like all the things. It was very demanding. But I was able to leave that job 5 years ago, you guys, 5 years ago, and come home. I hadn't had my second boy yet. I knew I wanted to have another baby, but I kept telling my husband, I want to have another baby, but I don't want to have to worry about dropping him off at the nanny's house or at daycare. I had to do that with Brooks. And I know we have a lot of moms on here. I see a lot of kids in laps. And I know it probably kills y'all to have to drop them off at daycare, or to a nanny or to your parents' house, grandparents, whatever, so that you can go and work your full-time job. How many of y'all, let me know in the chat, how many of y'all are feel like you're basically working a full-time job to pay for daycare right now? That was me. Okay. I literally was paying for his daycare, and was leaving after all said and done. I was only bringing home about $800 a month before Plexus. And so that wasn't, nowadays that won't go very far, right? Like you can't walk out the front door without dropping $100. And so I knew that there had to be something better out there. And so I do love to cook. I love food. I love food. I love to cook. I am obsessed with all things sourdough right now. I used to laugh and roll my eyes at my sister because I used to call her hippie. And she's like all about all things sourdough and all of that. And now I'm obsessed with it. And so I have found it very therapeutic now for me, to do that. And my boys, obviously they love it too. So, I am definitely, numbers and finance driven. Being an executive assistant, that was part of my job. Me in general, though, I am very, numbers driven. I like to see reports and numbers and how things work and figuring hard stuff out and things like that. So this was like right up my alley. Those of y'all that are on here and you're on our team, y'all know I'm the numbers nerd. I love it. I love crunching numbers. I love helping our team. That's one of the things that I do is I help our team map out what they need to do, and what their teams need to do to earn certain trips or to hit another rank or something like that. And that if I could do that all day long, I would in a heartbeat. I love doing that. And so because of me, loving these products so much and sharing them with everyone that I possibly could, like I said, I was able to leave my corporate job and come home 5 years ago. And now, 2 years later, I hit one of the top ranks in the company. And as a Emerald ambassador, that includes a six-figure salary, 6-figure income. See, I'm still thinking corporate brain 5 years later. 6-figure income, a free Lexus to drive. I got to go and pick out a Lexus. I should have put that picture on here. Got a free Lexus, and we get a free trip with a guest every year to either Hawaii or Mexico, wherever they decide to do it. And a whole bunch of extra bonuses and really cool stuff like that. So when I tell y'all that this opportunity has been complete game changer for me and for my family, I don't know what I would have done if it weren't for this company. Right smack in the middle of COVID was when I had Brett. And it was like literally that month in March 2020, they shut the whole world down basically. And that 2 months later was when I hit Jewel rank. And so I feel like COVID did a positive thing for our businesses. And I know that we were kind of worried about what would happen to our businesses during COVID, but I literally hit my Jewel rank in the middle of COVID, 2 months after having Brett, because guess what? Everybody started talking about gut health and how important it is. Gut health was crucial. It's still crucial when dealing with COVID symptoms, right? And so that just like everybody on our team, we had so many rank ups during the height of COVID. And so that was kind of a blessing in disguise. But if I could tell you guys anything, it would be, I know you probably have, some of you may have done a couple of other MLMs in the past. I've done a lot. I'm always looking for ways to make extra money without having to leave my family. And the fact that I can do something like this with y'all right now while my kids are on the couch playing the Switch and watching Minecraft and making money, Like, this is my dream. This is what I love to do, and I wouldn't change it for anything. So keep an open mind, listen to Rachel and Bailey's testimonies. And if y'all have any questions, then please ask. Okay. You can ask in the comments, ask the person that invited you. Like, this can absolutely be game changer for you and your family if you just give it a try. Okay. You'll never know unless you give it a try. You would be surprised, one, how much fun it is, and we're going to talk about some of those reasons why we think this is the best place to be in just a little bit. But you're going to make some lifelong friends. And like, when I tell you guys that we have people joining our team right now, not even for the products, but because they need a community, right? And so that is one of our favorite things about what we do as well. And so we're all just one big happy family now. Okay, so moving on from me, we're going to hear from Bailey. Bailey is so freaking sweet. She's absolutely beautiful. She's another boy mom. So Bailey, I see you shaking your head. Yes. Go ahead and share a little bit of your story with us.
Hey y'all, I'm Bailey. I'm gonna read off this thing and then I gotta scroll over because I gotta be able to see y'all's faces to talk. But yes, I'm a boy mom. I love Jesus. I do hair for a living. I've been doing hair for almost 10 years. Um, I started this most recent time, I started this Plexus journey for the gut health after doing the skinny shot last summer. Jet, my little boy, he's 3. He's about to be 4 next month, but he loves dirt bikes, loves all things fast. So he got a dirt bike for his birthday. So yes, we're gonna be at the dirt track a whole bunch. And I say this the most humbly way possible. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of my story, but that last point right there at the bottom that says has earned over 10K since starting in December. It kind of makes me want to cry saying this, but actually double that number, y'all. Double that 10K. That is what I have earned just from sharing these supplements just since December. So that is just mind blowing to me to even think about. But I want to share with y'all a little bit of my story. So I started in December. I started for the gut health. I was having some really bad complications from the skinny shot. I never thought in my head that I wanted to share um, these supplements. I never thought in my head, oh, I want to work the business opportunity. But this is my third go around with Plexus. And every time I did share a little bit, I would hit silver rank and then I would just stop. Like, I just was not at that time in my life, I was not in the right mindset. This time when I started in December, I was in a whole different place in my life. Um, the money was something that I really could have benefited from because it was Christmas time and Plexus, y'all, this company is so good. If you've been paid by them and you've been around for a few months, you know how generous they are. But the bonuses they were giving out in December were incredible. And I was like, hey, we can do this. We can earn this $1,000 and I can pay for Jet's Christmas. Okay. Like, I knew I was going to be taking off a week in Christmas. Let's do it. So I did this, y'all, and I felt like God really put this opportunity in my lap. And y'all, it just took off from there. Like, sharing these supplements, sharing what they have done for me, how they've worked in my life. Um, it just took off. I had people coming out all over the place wanting to do what I was doing and use the supplements that I was using. So fast forward a few months, I had some trips coming up. I was going to Colorado with my family, a beach trip with some friends, going to Montana for that friend's wedding, and then the convention, Vegas convention came up. And I'm sitting here thinking, I can't stop working this business now, y'all. Like, I'm getting paid real money and I've got these trips coming up. Well, that is what was driving me to keep doing this. Okay. So I'm thinking if I can earn this money to pay for these trips, well, why not? And of course, get my products paid for, but so much more. And so, y'all, paid for all of my beach trip, all of my Colorado trip. If y'all been skiing, y'all know that that is not a cheap trip to take, especially if you're taking kids with you and you're flying. Okay. It paid for all of my Montana trip. It also paid for all the extras that we did have in Vegas, like eating and things like that. I never had to dip into my personal checking account. I never had to dip into my savings account because this money that I was earning paid, y'all, it covered all of it. What a blessing that is. If you've heard my story before, you know that I'm a single mama and I am now saving up for a new car. So I am a senior Ruby ambassador of Plexus. So my next rank will be Emerald, and that will be getting the Plexus Lexus. It doesn't even feel real to say that, but that is our next big goal, and that is what I'm saving this my income for right now, is to get a new vehicle for me and my son. So um yep, that's part of my story. And y'all know, Leaders Retreat is coming up. The contest starts in September. That's whenever we're going to start earning those convention or those credits for the contest. So everything you're doing right now is going to be working towards that. And I just wanted to tell y'all, I was one of the first people to sweep the contest for convention contest in Vegas, y'all. Didn't even know what I was doing. They're talking about convention. I didn't even know what is convention. Like, what are these points that we're earning? Like, and Marissa's like, you're so close. Like, and then we sweep it. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going. Okay. Y'all, me and Jet, we packed our bags. We went, like, so much fun. You do not want to miss out on these trips, y'all. They're so good. Brittany said this on team call the other night. She's like, you do not want to not be on that boat. Like, you want to be on that boat. If you're not on that boat with Leaders Retreat, y'all, you're going to have serious FOMO. So y'all just go all in and get excited for the trips and things that you can earn with this business too.
Yes, I love that. I love that. I remember when so again, I was doing some map out stuff for a convention, trying to help you guys figure out what you needed to do to sweep the contest. And so I'm like texting Marissa and I'm like, here's all your people, like they gotta do this, and this to sweep it, to sweep it. And I remember Bailey, you were like, I don't even know if I'm going. Like, what does this mean? I swept the contest. What does that mean? Sounds cool, but I don't know what that means. So yeah. They know how to put on a party. That is for sure. You guys probably saw all of our pictures. So y'all know we know how to have fun. That is for sure. Okay, so now we are going to hear from Rachel. We got a girl mom on here. So me and Bailey are boy moms. So we got a girl mom on here. So Rachel, go ahead. I got to meet Rachel as well, and we definitely hit it off. She's my kind of girl. She's my kind of girl for sure. We had a blast. So, okay, Rachel, go ahead and share some of your story.
Okay, I'm kind of like Bailey, so I'm gonna read the slide and then I'm gonna scroll over so that I can see everybody's face. I feel like it's a lot better to do it that way. So yes, I'm a girl mom. I have a 2-year-old daughter. She'll be 3 in September, and her name is Hawson. We enjoy going to the golf course, riding the golf cart from our house to the golf course. We live about a mile from it, so it's pretty great. I started Plexus because when I had my daughter, I actually had a major complication, which led me to have a hysterectomy at the age of 23, which ultimately led to a lot of depression and a lot of like weight gain. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get it off. Like, I tried the low carbs, I worked out, I did all the things, and it just was not working. And so I saw my friend Natalie. She's been posting about it for a while now, and she's also messaged me several times about it, and I just kept saying, not right now, not right now, you know. And she was like, you can do this, Rachel. I promise it will help you. Just like take the leap, do it, and you'll love it. And so I did. I purchased the Reset and Triplex, and the day that I ordered my products, I actually started sharing about them because I had tried the products beforehand when my sister did them. And so I kind of knew what they were. I knew how they worked. And before my products came in, I had actually ranked silver. So the referral program works. And believe it or not, your friends and family are going to want to do this with you. When they see you take that leap of faith and get your health in order, they're going to want to do it with you. I am now a stay-at-home mom. This is my first week at home. I was actually working for my alma mater where I graduated college. Loved my job, but ultimately being home right now is what my family needed. And believe it or not, had it not been for Plexus and the extra income that I have received over the last few months, I don't know that it would have even been an option, especially in the economy that we live in, and all of those things. It kind of made sense now. I'm able to work my business full time from home and kind of grow. I did attend Vegas for the first time, the convention in Vegas. That's where I met Brittany, which I'd already had a coaching call with Brittany before then. So, and Brittany's fantastic. Like everyone else has already said, she's great. But convention really changed my outlook on the company and just everything in general. They treat everybody, whether you're a silver or you're a diamond, like you are somebody. And I say all that because I have ranked to the third rank in the company, so I ranked gold. And I did all of that within a month. So that gets me to my next point of making a little over $2,500 since starting in April. And I have also been a part of other MLMs and did not make near what I have made with Plexus in the little time that I've been here. So I will definitely say if you have ever even thought about the extra stream of income or needing that, this is the place to do it because it's a company that, like I said, no matter where you're at, you can earn the trips, you can earn the extra bonuses, and people are trying to get healthier and they're going to support you. So it's just a little bit about me. And I'm so excited that y'all asked me to do it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Now let's see, moving on. So I'm going to have Bailey talk a little bit to this slide since she has been on some of these amazing trips and she kind of touched on it a little bit about the cruise. So Bailey, let them know what and where our next cruise or our next leaders retreat is.
Okay, y'all see the little piggies. The next leaders retreat is in February. I don't know the exact dates. It's like the middle of February. And it is a Bahamas cruise. All expense paid for cruise, and you get to go to the Bahamas and Key West. So this is gonna be so exciting. What did they do? What did y'all do before? Y'all went on a cruise to
Yeah, the last one, well, we've done this cruise a couple years ago. It was pre-Brett, I believe. It was Bahamas and Key West, and it was absolutely amazing. They literally plexified, that's like a word within our Plexus community, plexified the entire boat. Like it looked like Plexus owned the boat. It was insane. And it was only Plexus people on the boat. And it was such a fun trip. They did this last cruise was to where was the last one? Somebody unmute yourself. I'm having where was it?
Labadee.
Labadee, Haiti. Yeah. I was like, okay, Haiti, Labadee, Haiti. And that one was really cool. We had a lot of at sea time. And then we had a full day in Labadee, and that was absolutely amazing. But I think we're all like the most stoked about swimming with the little piggies. Or the big piggies, because I've heard they're actually not little, they're huge. So that's going to be so much fun. What?
Yeah, if the ship is anything like what Vegas was plexified, I just cannot imagine how extreme and fun it's going to be. I wanted to say I just had some friends who just got back from a Bahamas cruise just yesterday, and they were posting all their pictures with the piggies, and it was just making my heart like swell. Y'all, we're going to get to be there in February, so y'all keep that trip in mind whenever you're working and feeling not motivated. Keep that trip in mind.
Yes. And I'll also tell you too, this specific trip is designed for new ambassadors. So I think on the last one, we had 30 people earn it. And a lot of those, I would say most of those had just started, like right when the contest period started. Ambrosia was one. She's probably on here. She earned it, and she had like just started sharing. And it was really cool because a lot of the girls that earned the trip, it was their first cruise ever. And so we all got to experience that together. They got to bring their husbands. Some of them, their husbands weren't able to come. They were on kid or baby duty. So they were able to bring a friend, or like Kara brought her mom, and we always love it when Mama Linda comes on trips with us. So like it was an absolute blast. It was so much fun. Okay, so then let's see, we'll move on. Okay, so the learn and earn. So here is, let me move this. So the income potential and possibilities for this month is absolutely insane. Okay. Who has, let us know in the chat, who has a Ninja Creamy? Who is making all of the slushies, all the milkshakes, all the ice cream, all that? I have one. I got one for Christmas this last year for my in-laws, and my boys love it. We make protein ice cream with it all the time, and they absolutely love it. Yeah, they just heard me say it, so now they're going to be asking for some. But this month you have a chance to get one of those, earn one of those for free. Okay, each month on top of our already absolutely amazing comp plan, they always throw out another really cool incentive. Okay, so you'll see in this chart for July fast start, if you grab 4 friends, and I don't even know if this, I think this one might be aiming on the lower side. But if you help 4 friends, you use your referral link and help 4 friends. It could be your mom, your neighbor, your best friend, your cousin, coworker, whoever. 4 people orders a combo just like you, and you guys are all getting healthy together, accountability partners. Okay, y'all know that's absolutely key. You will make, it's actually closer to $500 this month because they're doubling some bonuses. Okay, just by helping 4 friends. 4, we all know 4 people that could use an extra $500 a month, and you can help them get 4 people, 3 or 4 people. And guess what? You'll hit your second rank, and that would put you at the refer 9 mark where you would make $1,000, right? So the possibilities for this month are absolutely insane. Okay, so let me move I've got you guys moving from side to side on my screen so I can see all of the wording. Okay, so our social wellness club has opportunities for personal growth, leadership, team building, and obviously tons of flexibility. So this picture you see on the top left, the curly, beautiful blonde is Cheyenne. She is one of our new emeralds. And then in the middle on the top with the white headband, that is actually my sponsor, Marla Stevens. And then I'm on the far right. And then the bottom right is Madeline. She is our newest emerald. And then we have Natalie Passmore, the other beautiful blonde. She is also an emerald. And I believe her husband, Ethan, is going to be an emerald this month. So they're going to be a double emerald household here very soon. Okay, so I thought this was a really cool stat too. So 77% of people who work full-time don't make enough money to even cover their basic needs. How many of y'all have like gotten all of your bills in and then you're like, I don't have enough to pay some of these things, right? Or you've had to go and get gas in your car, and instead of filling it up, you put $10 in it. Or you go to the grocery store and your kid really wants this candy bar or this toy that they see, and you have to tell them, no, that's not in the budget right now, right? Those with a side hustle, though, who dedicate around 12 hours a week to their business, earn a median of about $1,100 per month. Okay. Everybody right now I see so many people, I would say 2 or 3 times a week, I see people that I'm friends with or somewhere on social media ask for anyone that is hiring in the local area. And they're like looking for part-time job, anyone hiring, I need at least X amount of dollars an hour, or I'm looking to make $500 a month or something like that, right? Everybody's looking for that extra stream of income. So why not be able to do it right there with your baby on your lap? Just like Bailey's got her little dude in her lap right now. Hi, buddy. Okay, so what makes us different? As you can see, we're definitely community driven. We like to get together all the time. This is a picture of our girls in Vegas. I believe this was at the gold party since they're all wearing gold. Outside of one of the parties. So we are community driven. You get private coaching offered. We've talked about me coaching. All of our jewels do private coaching. Okay. You will be able to get private coaching with one of us. You'll be able to get private coaching with your sponsor, whoever that is. We are here to help you. We are not going to say, okay, great. Welcome to the community. Good luck. Hope you can do this, right? We will be there the entire time holding your hand and helping you along the way. We also have weekly events and opportunities to share, such as this one. Accountability challenges you guys may have seen in the past. We've done like step challenges. I think last month we did a step challenge and you had to purchase a bag of Slim or the Active and Hydrate. So we like doing a lot of those accountability challenges together. We're always consistently coming out with new products that everyone loves. Corporate asks our opinion on what we want to see, and they literally deliver it, right? We've all been asking for Restore to be a permanent product, and they did it. It is permanent. It's here to stay. Same with the sweet tea. Everyone loved the sweet tea. Those of you on the call that got the sweet tea, let us know how much you loved it. I drank one today. And then the corporate leaders who pour into us. So how many CEOs do y'all know would fly out to Hot Springs, Arkansas to meet with an entire huge group of girls and pour into them and show how much corporate cares about us and is here for us and wants feedback on things that they could do better, right? Our CEO is literally flying out to Hot Springs next weekend to do a private event with our team and do some training with us and get feedback and that sort of thing to be able to take it back to corporate and let them know this is what, feedback I'm getting from the field. And they're absolutely amazing. They do care for us. They love us. They pray for us every single day. We have the best corporate leaders. Okay, so got to move it over again here. Safe and effective products that reduce puffiness, balance blood sugar, detoxify, improve energy, reduce bloat, and more. So you guys can see some of those before and afters. We've got our girl Bailey on the bottom right. So let's talk about Bailey. I want you to talk about this because I know this is one of the things that has really helped you get such amazing results. And you came back to Plexus a third time, you said, because you were doing the Skinny Shot and you were absolutely miserable. So you started doing our Skinny Shot dupe system and you've done several resets now, and your before and afters, everyone on this call has probably seen your before and after at least once or twice because it's all over social media right now. So share a little bit about the reset and this whole reset trim, triplex trim combo as well.
Okay, so I am a huge fan of the resets, y'all. I just truly don't believe at all I would be where I'm at without these products. But the fact that Plexus has a reset now is one of the reasons that I started because I was seeing these good results. Everybody wants a quick fix, y'all. And I know so many of us are guilty of that. That is the reason that I very not proudly started taking the shot last summer for 6 weeks. I was like miserable. I wanted a quick fix. I lost like 15 pounds, got off of it because I was having serious stomach issues, gained that weight all right back. Didn't notice a difference in my gut. Like nothing about me had changed, y'all. Mentally, physically, nothing. Like I felt, unless it was negative, I felt terrible. So whenever I started, I knew I wanted to start with the reset. So I started with the triplex reset. I did a reset right when I started. I did another one in 4 weeks, another one in 6 weeks. Well, now it's July and I've done 5 of them so far. I didn't say this earlier, but I should have. Along with, the financial blessing, this has been an incredible blessing to my health. I've lost 40 pounds, close to 40 pounds, more than 30 since starting in December, since last summer. So that is just huge, y'all. I could not have done that without these products. I have more energy than I ever have. I just feel better. I'm fitting in clothes in sizes that I just never thought was possible. I think if you have not done a reset, you need to do a reset, y'all. You can get a free one this month if you have not signed up. So I think jump on that sale. Okay, the new triplex and trim. I just got my Restore in the other day, so I didn't get to start when the challenge started, but I'm super, super excited to add that into my regimen, my daily regimen with all my products, because these products have been so good. The Restore is part of the 3-day reset. It's the very last product that you take of the 3 days. And so I'm really excited to see results that we're going to be getting from that. I know a lot of people are already feeling and seeing some different positive things from it. So I'm excited to see where everybody's going to be in 30 days. It's really, really exciting.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I've been taking it for almost 2 weeks. I think tomorrow will be 2 weeks for me. And I always loved doing the restore during the reset because I sleep so good after drinking the restore. It just like, I like drinking it before bed, and it just kind of like helps you calm down a little bit, and you sleep like a rock. You sleep so good. So this combo that you can actually get, it's our triplex combo. So you get your Slim, your pink drink that we're famous for, the BioCleanse, the probiotic. It's our gut health combo. Okay. So if you're someone looking for, or you know someone that is looking for weight loss, help with their mood, extra energy, sleep, bloat, this is like the holy grail of combos right here. It can literally attack anything and everything for you. And when you purchase that combo this month, you get a free reset. As you can see, it's an $89 value for free. So be thinking about that one for sure. Here's a little bit more information about the reset. It's the 3 days. The average weight loss in those 3 days is 6 pounds. So if you've got that last family vacation before school starts in a couple of weeks, that would be a perfect time to do it. So it's designed to help put your body back into full fat burning mode, back into its natural metabolic rate. And then benefits obviously include your appetite control, improved mental clarity, reduced bloat, water weight, increased energy levels, and a whole lot more. Okay. And it's not a 3-day thing where I feel like sometimes people hear the word fast and they freak out and think that they're not going to be eating for 3 days. Everything, there's like 8 products in this box for each day. So you're going to be drinking things, you're eating things. It's not one of those that you're going hungry for 3 days. And you would be surprised. Most people, all of us probably even wake up on day 4 and we think that we're going to be starving and we're going to, pound some pancakes for breakfast. And everybody is like blown away at how not hungry they are, on day 4. And they just feel so good. All right. So let's see here. I love this. So you guys, obviously another trip. This was in Punta Cana, one of our leaders retreats in February. So this was our group. Marissa is standing next to me in the pretty flower dress. That is my cousin. She's one of my level 1s. She actually led a training in Punta Cana. And so she said, a culture that chases God-sized dreams improves quality of life and bringing others alongside us. And our team definitely hones in and talks a lot about chasing those God-sized dreams. Like the God-sized dreams are the big, scary ones that you think would never happen. And Rachel and Bailey both talked about that. They didn't think this was ever a possibility for either one of them. And so we definitely believe in those God-sized dreams. Okay, so here's the ambassador income, average income. So I want to challenge you guys. Take a look at each rank. This is monthly income, okay? Let us know in the chat what amount would be life-changing for you and your family, okay? A lot of times when we help people, new ambassadors come in and we help them go silver, $150 a month pays for their products. So a lot of people, their first goal is, hey, I want to be able to pay for my products because I can't afford this next month. I want to continue to do this because I need this, but I can't afford it. That was me. That was Bailey. That was Rachel, right? So that's kind of like where it kind of takes off from there. And then once you start seeing, oh, okay, if I just, work an extra 30 minutes a day, an hour a day instead of 30 minutes a day or whatever, you can continue to go up. Okay. Possibilities are endless. What can sharing include? So obviously you guys see us sharing on social media, online virtual events, growing your audience and influence, word of mouth, in-person events, ranking up, etc. How is our comp plan different? We get paid 7 levels down. We have a fast start program, which I talked about a little bit earlier. It's residual monthly income. Y'all, this is different than makeup and purses and handbags and Tupperware and all of those things. These are consumable products that if you use them consistently, you will need more every single month. So it is a good source of residual monthly income. And then we get bonuses for helping our people rank up. So you grab 4 friends this month, like we talked about, and make close to $500. You help them grab 4 friends to do this with them. They'll make $400 or $500, and then you're going to make another $75 for helping them hit their first rank. And then commission, no cap under your sponsor. So Marissa is my level 1, and she actually passed me and is at the tip top of the company. She's a diamond ambassador now, and I'm still an emerald. So I love that because I am not able to keep her from moving forward in her journey and bettering her family's finances. She blew right past me, right? And so I love that they do that. Plus there is no cap. She can literally continue. She's not capped at $20,000 a month. She can make $100,000 a month if she wanted to. She could just keep building her team. There's no cap whatsoever. You can make as much or as little as you want. All right, so we are about done. We're wrapping it up. How do you start? First thing that you need to do, order a combo that best fits your health goals, and get that order placed. So reach out to the person that invited you to the call tonight. Let them know what your health goals are. I would suggest doing the triplex and trim so that you can get that free reset, because the more results that you have to share with friends and family, the more people are going to want to jump in and do this with you. And you're going to get crazy, amazing results with that combo. Schedule a chat with your sponsor. Schedule a chat with them, let them know what you're wanting out of this, and let them know if you're ready to move forward and start sharing with others. Also let them know, this is always key, that I ask people let them know how much a month you are wanting to make. Because we don't want to push you to make $20,000 a month. If you're like, Brittany, I just want to make enough to get my products paid for right now. That's all I want to do right now. That's totally fine. It's up to you. You will get your own referral link. So it's included in your membership. You will be a VIP when you sign up and you place your first order. That includes wholesale pricing for an entire year. Think of it as a Sam's or Costco membership. So you will have that membership for the entire year, and that it will include your referral link. And then learn and earn. Grab 3 friends. I say, let's go big. Let's add 4 friends so that you can make that $500. And then be prepared to learn more. Obviously, along the way, you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to grow, and you're going to see the income potential in this, and you're going to want to shout it from the rooftops and tell everybody. All right, so that is it for tonight. If you guys have any questions, like I said earlier, feel free. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. Feel free to reach out to the person that invited you to tonight's call. Ask them all your questions. You can feel free to message me or any of the girls that shared tonight and let us know if there's anything that we can do to help you guys. All righty. All right. We'll let you guys go. Have a good night.